My son saw the yogurt I hadn't finished and reached out to take it, but I snatched it away and sternly told him not to touch food that someone else had eaten. He didn't know that I was actually protecting him. I'm an ordinary worker who makes a living by cleaning windows. After my divorce, my son George and I have been relying on each other to get by, and my only wish is to raise him to adulthood. But a sudden piece of news shattered all of that. I was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and I have less than a month to live. The moment I heard the news, I nearly broke down. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm afraid George will have no one to care for him. After much thought, I decided to find a trustworthy family to entrust him to before I die. Soon, a wealthy couple came to see me. They had money and a spacious mansion. After talking with them, I could tell they genuinely loved children, and their eyes were full of kindness. I almost agreed on the spot. But when I learned they already had a child of their own, I immediately refused, fearing George would be treated differently. I returned to my room and looked at my young son George, my heart filled with bitterness. My condition grew worse. Even drinking water became difficult, but I still forced myself to go to work to earn money. In the end, my boss misunderstood me and thought I was slacking off. Not only did he cut my pay, but he also fired me. Driven by anger and despair, I bought several cartons of rotten eggs and hurled them at the wealthy couple's windows. I didn't even spare their Lamborghini, then calmly walked away. In the days that followed, I spent as much time as possible with George. Looking at his innocent smile, I wished time would stop right then. Once, when he saw a motionless bug, he asked me what was wrong with it. I told him that was death. I wanted him to understand the end of life, because I was about to face it myself. George began to notice that something was wrong with me. He would quietly pour me a glass of water, hoping I would get better. Later, I took him to meet a second potential adoptive family, a couple of teachers who were gentle and made a very good impression on me. They said they would take good care of George and give him the best education. But George was drawn to a teddy bear, and they wouldn't let him take it with him, which made me waver once again.
Jimmy lives here, but maybe you could come and play with him another time.
Thank you for letting me play some bye.
On the way home, George asked me what adoption meant. I'd intended to keep it from him, but in the end, I told him the truth. He thought I was giving him up, and he lost control right then and there. I couldn't bear to explain, so I bought him a cake to comfort him. He stuck 33 candles in the cake because that was my age and added one more, hoping I'd live another year. As time went on, my health deteriorated to the point where I could no longer walk properly. I sold my electric scooter and took George to ride bumper cars and the carousel, and to eat cotton candy. All I wanted was to do my best to give him a happy childhood. As my life drew to a close, the community found a single mother for me. She was unable to have children due to health issues and had always longed to adopt. I could see her sincerity, but I was still worried that George wouldn't accept her. I prepared a time capsule for him, hoping he would open it when he turned 18 and place the 35th candle inside. How I wished I could watch him grow up with my own eyes, but I couldn't. George seemed to sense something too. He didn't sleep a wink that night. Finally, I made up my mind, took George to meet that single mother, and, fighting back my sorrow, said goodbye to him.